Side hustles keep you broke. So you shouldn't be doing side hustles. You should be doing the complete opposite of that. I'm going to show you exactly why in a second. I'm just going to jump online right here and we're going to ask Google's Gemini. All right. So I asked, what are the top 10 side hustles that are the most popular in the world, right? And this is, AI doing all the research, pulling all the information together. And it's really interesting, right? Because if you look at the top 10 most popular side hustles, a lot of them require you to put in hours to actually do that actual task before you get paid, right? So it's like trading time for money. It's just like having a full-time job. The only difference is it's basically the gig economy, right? So we're talking about things like freelance writing and graphic design. I mean, this is super time consuming. You don't do it, you don't get paid. Pet sitting and dog walking. If you're not walking the dogs, if you're not pet sitting, you don't get paid. Ride sharing and food delivery, right? These are like full-time jobs, okay? So they call them side hustles, and they can be, because the time and age that we live in right now, basically you can, do it whenever you want. It's the gig economy, right? But all of them require you to exchange time for money, okay? Online tutoring, virtual assistant, these are all great, right? Social media management, but it requires you to trade time for money, all right? So what we want to do is we want to stop trading time for money, and instead of doing a side hustle, the solution is to build a real business, okay? Now, the difference between a side hustle and a real business is with a side hustle, you don't have to spend any money. You don't have to invest any resources. You don't really even have to learn anything really, because you can, dog sit, you can, paint someone's fence, you can do all those kind of things very easily. The ones that require a bit more skill are things like video editing, obviously, being a virtual assistant. Even then, a virtual assistant, you don't have to learn that much, right? Pretty easy to get in, but again, the returns aren't that great because you're exchanging time for money, right? Now, what you want to do is, if you really want to make a lot of money, you need to transition to a business owner mindset. You want to create a business, because when you create a business, you can leverage tools, you can leverage employees, and you can leverage AI and systems so that you don't necessarily have to be there all the time in order for you to make that money, okay? That's how you create true freedom. That's how you create an income that is a lot higher and it's a lot more stable, okay? But the difference between a business and a side hustle is that with a business, it's going to require you to suck a little bit at first. It's going to take a little bit more time for you to make that income, but towards the end, it's going to, basically grow like that. It's going to be exponential growth, okay? The other thing as well is you have to invest a little bit of money inside, because you have to learn how to do it, and you have to put all of the tools and pieces and people in place and systems in place in order for the business to run. So these are some of the downsides, but I think ultimately in the long run, it's really much more worth your time building a business than doing a side hustle, all right? So let's take a look at some of the top offline businesses that you can start, okay? Now, I wouldn't necessarily go down this road, but I just want to explore this with you so you fully understand what we're talking about, right? So again, I asked Gemini, what are the top offline businesses to start, right? Highly profitable offline business categories: mobile car wash and detailing. Okay, so here's the thing about this, right? With a lot of offline stuff, it requires a lot of work because you have to hire staff. It's very difficult to do it yourself, and you need to get equipment in order to do it, which sometimes can be very expensive. Now, the cool thing about mobile car washing is that it's not that expensive to start, because you just, you have to buy the hose, you have to buy the cleaners, the sponge, maybe the water gun that you have to spray the cars with, right? Maybe the buffer and things like that. So maybe a few $1,000s when you add everything up. Not too bad, but you do need tools, all right? Another thing is home services and maintenance and handyman work. Now, this one is pretty tough, right? Because you have to learn how to do it. If you're doing it yourself, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard labor. Look, demands for plumbers, electricians, painters, carpenters, right? And in order for you to put that together, that's pretty hard. Now, you could build an app that brings all these people together, and there are apps like that, but again, it's going to be very expensive. You have to hire the programmers, and it's not an easy thing to do, okay? But that's now we're coming into the online side, right? Specialty food services, where you're doing things like, bakery, specialty cafe, artisanal snack shops. I mean, these are like hard things to do. Okay, 9 out of every 10 restaurants end up closing, because the restaurant F&B business, super duper hard, very competitive, extremely capital intensive. That means you have to spend a lot of money to start a restaurant, okay? So while starting a business is cool, I would stay away from starting an offline business, because they're just really difficult to put together, too many moving parts, super duper expensive, and a lot of them you still have to put in a lot of your own labor before it can really explode. Okay, so what's the next category is, well, basically an online business, and that's what I would highly recommend. Okay, so I asked Gemini top online businesses to start. Now, you can't fake this stuff, okay? Number one, digital products and online courses. That is crazy, okay? Because that's exactly what I do, and it's exactly what I teach, and it's exactly how I got to almost $3 million in sales. Was I, first of all, learned to sell other people's digital products, and then once I got really good at it, I created my own course to then teach people also how to do it, right? So it's two different income streams. One is you're actually doing the thing, and then the second thing is you're teaching how to do the thing, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, because, I mean, who doesn't want more money, right? One thing you're doing it, the other thing you're teaching it, and the world is big enough, it's so abundant that it doesn't matter if I'm teaching people how to do it, because they're not really going to become my competition, because there are 8 billion people in the world, okay? It's a huge market, right? So number one, learn to sell digital products, learn to sell online courses. Really awesome, okay? Now, why is that? Well, because, look, if you possess a skill or knowledge, selling digital goods and offers are some of the highest profit margins with zero inventory. You can create Notion templates, ebooks, design assets, structure video courses. Why it's great? 90% profit margins, infinite scalability, full automated delivery, okay? That's why it's so cool. It's because when you understand how to do things online, literally 80 or 90% of the business is automated. Sure, do you have to do the work? Yeah, of course. You got to learn it. You got to get a mentor. You got to learn step by step how to do it. You got to take action. You got to create the content, right? If you want to sell your own products, you have to create the products first, okay? But then once it's all done, a lot of it is automated. Not all of it is automated. You still obviously have to do the work, but 80 to 90% of it is automated, because all of your systems help you to do the selling and telling. You've got the funnels, you've got the emails, maybe you have a webinar funnel, maybe you've got digital delivery where the software will take care of it. You've got AI these days that help with a lot of heavy lifting, right? So that's why you can make so much money, but there's a lot of automation in the business, okay? And again, because everything's digital, the profit margins are ginormous. I mean, Gemini said it itself. You're not hearing it from me. This is straight from Gemini after they're pulling all the information from the internet. 90% profit margins. That is just bonkers. What other business out there can you generate 90% profit margins? That is insane, right? If you were to start an F&B company, do you know that F&B only makes 15 to 20% profit margins? That's super freaking low, right? And it's so heavy capital, it's so expensive. You got to hire so much staff. You got to pay salaries, insurance. You have to construct the property. You got to pay rentals every single month. Why would people ever want to start a restaurant or a diner or an F&B thing, a cafe? It just doesn't make sense. And people still do it every single day, okay? That's not the direction to go. Second one, AI augmented e-commerce dropshipping, all right? Third one, freelance services or micro agencies, okay? So these are the top three. It's crazy stuff, right? So here's the thing. Don't start a side hustle. Start an online business. And if you want to start any online business, just like Gemini said, you want to start selling digital products, you want to start selling online courses. That's what you want to do. You want to learn that skill set, okay? And I think that's the best way to profit this year and in the future beyond. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. It's cool that you want to start a side hustle, but there's a difference between trading time for money and leveraging your time with a business where you can create infinite income using software, tools, AI, and even people. Okay, that's what you want to do. So if you want to learn how to do that, if you want to learn how to build out a digital business, you don't know how, I've actually got a free masterclass that you can check out that will show you step by step how to do it the right way. It's in the comment section below for you when you're ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Take care.